Hello and welcome back to our channel. We continue talking about present continuous and present simple tenses. This is a quick reminder. Sometimes one and the same action may be presented in present continuous and in present simple, depending on what you think of the situation. You remember, I'm sure, that continuous describes an action as a temporary one. Present simple shows it as permanent. So what will you say about the economy of your country? It develops quickly or it is developing quickly? It depends on what you think about this development. If you mean that it develops constantly, steadily, throughout many years and will develop in future, you will say it develops quickly. If you believe that this development is temporary and will stop soon, you will say it is developing quickly. And most probably this development will not last long. Present simple presents an action in the most general way. That is why all verbs can be used in it. Continuous tense is more specific. Not all verbs are used in it. Logically, it is explained by the fact that not all actions can be presented in their progress. The verb believe is one of the examples. You cannot say, I am believing in God. It sounds like, yes, I'm now sitting in an armchair and believing in God, and in a minute I will go and do something different. For example, make myself a cup of coffee. So be careful with the verbs of mental activity. Understand, know, believe, mind, realize, and some others. They are used in simple tense. An interesting verb is to think, which is also a verb of mental activity. It is used in simple tense when it introduces a sentence expressing or asking for somebody's opinion. For example, I think this is a strange name for a cafe. Expressing opinion. Why do you think this street is so empty? Asking for an opinion. But think may also mean a process. Please give me a minute, I'm thinking. Did Tom give an answer? Not yet, he's still thinking. If you express your likes or dislikes, it is also something that you cannot present as a process. So you will say, I like to have a walk after dinner. Or, I like French comedy films. Simple tense. But you probably noticed a slogan in McDonald's which says, I am liking it. Grammatically, it is not quite right, and logically, it is quite weird. But from the point of view of style, this weirdness and this incorrectness makes it stylistically strong and noticeable. There is no need to make a list of all those verbs that cannot be used in the continuous. It is easy to guess them. You just need to remember that they express actions that commonly cannot be shown as a process. It is one of the cases when logic explains it all. But please remember that continuous tense is more emotional than simple. Thus, commonly, the verb to be is usually not used in the present continuous because it shows a state rather than an action. So you will say, his name is John in present simple. He is always John all his life. But you can tell somebody, don't go to see the boss now. He's being in one of his moods. He is being present continuous. That means you are critical of your boss's behavior. And one last thing. If you characterize a person, you may say, Tom always complains about his work. But if it is something that irritates you in him, you may say, he's always complaining. Although the word always expresses regularity and commonly signals the use of simple tense. You can also use continues to show your emotion, in this case mostly negative. Compare, Jack always gets up early. This sentence simply presents Jack's getting up early as a regular action, no emotions involved. And Jack is always talking at meetings, or Jack is constantly talking at meetings. This sentence describes Jack's quality that irritates you. So this is a little secret of present continuous plus the word always or constantly. Well, hopefully that helped. Subscribe to our videos, write in the commentaries what are the grammar or vocabulary things about the English language you would like to see and hear on our channel. Thank you for being with us and see you again next time.